Good morning, everyone. Mark Patrick is absolutely phenomenal. He is a hypnotist who really has a fabulous performance record. If you're struggling with, let's say, weight, or, hey, listen, we're all frustrated with dieting or with something in our lives, Mark Patrick Hypnosis will help. Mark, good morning. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. You know, I love people who, like you, are points of light because you help others. Did you know when you were a kid that you'd end up doing this kind of work?
Absolutely not. But I think what originally got me involved in this is that when I was 7 years old, my grandmother had both of her legs amputated because of diabetic neuropathy, and I was just kind of blown away by that. Oh, and ever since then, I've always been involved in health, learning about it, and I started using hypnosis on myself before I ever did it for anybody else.
How did you do that?
Well, I mean, everybody goes into hypnosis every single day of their life. We don't realize it. See, most people's perception of hypnosis is kind of what we see on TV, where you see people barking and clucking and running around crazy, losing control.
Yeah.
We actually go into hypnosis every time we drive in our car for a long distance and we zone out. We don't remember the last 20, 30, 40 miles. Goes by like a blink of the eyes before we go to bed. We go into a conscious state known as an alpha state. That's a hypnotic state. We're in that state in the morning. So it's something we do all the time. So all we do in our program is we teach people how to get back into that natural state so that they could start correcting some of the weight loss or stop smoking habits that they want to fix in the first place.
Mark, when I was drinking, I'd lose half days, whole days. I'm over that now, though. But
well, that's great.
Seriously, though, when folks get frustrated over everyday things, hypnosis can work. You have a fabulous performance record. I don't know how you do it, but you know what? It works. That's the main thing. It works.
Oh, absolutely. And let's talk about smoking for a second. If you're a smoker right now and you're listening to this and evaluating whether or not to come to this, look, every smoker will tell you this, that they love to smoke even though they know it's killing them. And, you see these crazy commercials on TV where people are kind of, collapsed lungs on respirators, missing limbs or parts of their body parts. To me, my opinion, those commercials only make smokers stressed out and want to smoke even more. So once upon a time, every smoker was hypnotized, not with a watch, but through a series of events that took place in their life that caused them to smoke long before they ever consciously knew about it. So all we're going to do is this. Under hypnosis, we're going to put you guys back into all the scenes that you smoke, that cup of coffee right now in the morning that's associated with a cigarette, that walking out of a building and triggering a cigarette, finishing a meal, having a cocktail, if that's what you do. Mm-hmm. All those scenes, we're going to put you guys back into those scenes under hypnosis. We're going to break those mental connections. We're going to put you back into those scenes, and we're going to associate yourself as a healthy non-smoker. Then once we take you out of hypnosis, here's what's going to happen. You're going to have the image, the behaviors, the associations of a healthy non-smoker. Think about it. Once upon a time, they were there before you ever smoked your first cigarette.
Sure.
And what happens is you're going to be able to be in all those scenes, still experience that cup of coffee if you want to. You don't have to give that stuff up if you don't want to. Be in full control and not crave cigarettes. It's that simple.
Wow. Folks, if you want to stop smoking, maybe you want to shed some weight, I'm going to tell you, Mark Patrick Hypnosis will work, and Mark's going to be here on Wednesday, the 14th, at the Fairfield Inn and Suites Hotel at 185 MacArthur Drive. The doors are going to be open 30 minutes prior to the seminars. Folks, you have to do this because it will work, and you don't have to bring any willpower whatsoever. Right, Mark?
The funny thing, the funny thing about willpower is what most people have is a misconception of willpower. Willpower is a conscious behavior. A habit is 1,000 times more powerful than willpower. So we focus on working on your image, which will then affect every habit, making them, instead of a have to, more of a want to, whether it's losing weight or stopping smoking.
Wow. Folks, listen, seating is limited, so get there, reserve your seats right now, get there early. You will really love this. This is the best gift of the new year, and it's one that will change your life for the better. That's what I love about your program, Mark. You have helped so many people stop smoking, lose weight. It's just terrific. And all I can say is you have 5 stars from me. Good going, Mark.
We appreciate that. We have a great program, guys. Even if you're a little bit skeptical or you're unsure if you can be hypnotized, some of my best clients have been the most skeptical people. And typically, a skeptical person is a very analytical person. Sometimes people who are teachers, engineers, people who are in law enforcement or just highly analytical personalities tend to have a higher internal skeptic. We will teach you how to get a great hypnosis session. Just come with an open mind and want to live a healthier lifestyle. We're going to take care of the rest.
That sounds so good. So, folks, you know that it's time to stop smoking once and for all, and do that with this fabulous program, with this fabulous guy, Mark Patrick. We can't wait to see you. Of course, this is on the 14th of January, Wednesday the 14th, at the Fairfield Inn and Suites Hotel. It's a beautiful facility on MacArthur Drive. You're going to love New Bedford, and New Bedford is going to love you, Mark. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And, folks, for more information, go to markpatrickseminars.com, and we'll see you there.
And my goal was to lose 30, so I lost, actually more than I ever thought I would.
I can exercise. I am happy with myself. I'm happy with others. But it just changed my life totally around. It was just my last ray of hope, and that was you. That was the program.
None of these other things had worked, and I just happened to open the paper one day and see your ad in the paper, and it was that evening, and I said, well, I'm going.
My brain is saying, what the hell, you can move your body now, where before I didn't move as much as I do now. And it's amazing because when you meet with people you haven't seen in a while, and they're your age, and you're going like, wow, I compare my friends I haven't seen in a while, and I look at them and look at me, and I'm going, I must be doing something pretty darn right.
I was, like I say, a grazer, and I did not have good impulse control, so if I wanted a couple of Girl Scout cookies, I would eat the whole sleeve, or, if I wanted some chips, I'd eat the half a bag or something like that. And I just didn't have the willpower to, not stop and get a milkshake or a candy bar or whatever. And so when I went through your program, for some reason, I just didn't want those things anymore. It changed the way I thought about what I wanted.
As of today, have already lost 48 pounds, and I'm not even through 5 months yet.
I've lost about 32 pounds. I would recommend it to anybody.
Mark's program just gives you the extra willpower and the extra drive and extra desire to make it happen.